MySQL has some scalability problem, and also MySQL is just one instance. TiDB is pretty much like 99% compatible with MySQL. That's reduce our overhead on the migration. You can do DDL online. That's a killer feature we can find 20x faster than the MySQL solution. We're using MySQL for the past years, for many of years. MySQL has some scalability problem. It cannot scale beyond one node, so we have a scalability problem. And also, MySQL is just one instance. They also have some high availability problem. So that's the major motivation we're looking for. Something is more scalable and more available. Firstly, because we are using MySQL, so the first thing we're looking at is whether it's MySQL compatible, right? So that's reduce a lot of pain point during the migration, right? So compatibility is one, and also I mentioned scalability and availability. So those are the two things we are majorly looking at, and also maturity and how many other companies is using this technology. We're also looking at that. Yeah. So we look at different technology like traditional. If we try to resolve the scalability problem with MySQL, we usually use sharding. But sharding, you cannot do many of the transaction cross the shard. You cannot do it, right? But we have a lot of this kind of business. They need a transaction. So that's the major reasons we're looking at. As I mentioned, compatibility, MySQL compatibility, because TiDB is pretty much 99% compatible with MySQL. So that's reduce our overhead on the migration. That's one. And then another one is scale, as I mentioned. Yes. Firstly, we can see is I mentioned before scalability. So it's very easy to scale. When I have more traffic and when business grows, I can easily predict how much nodes I need, and then I can easily add the nodes to the cluster and then to serve more traffic. That's one major benefit we have. And another one is TiDB. It has several replicas. It has 3 or 5 replicas. So one replica is done, and I can use another replica that naturally just seamlessly take care of the traffic. So it's a failover experience is very, very good. Yeah. I think another side finding we found is you can do DDL online. That's a killer feature we can find, because we used to use MySQL and doing renaming, table renaming, or adding this kind of DDL in MySQL is kind of it's like a disaster. They're very hard. You can use some industry existing technology like a Ghost or the other PDOSC to do the DDL migration, but it takes time, and also they hurt the foreground traffic. But in TiDB, from our observation, it's 20x faster than the MySQL solution, and also it's only just offline. You can change the DDL offline. So it won't hurt the foreground traffic.